the
ask for a
changes,
double
not
initiator, now I
only
get
in
3. Yeah,
KC,
that's
but in
true.
the rest of the teams.
Vitality on
We see
defense,
these
K-Cop
changes
on
happening.
attacks. This
Tomasi
comp on attack
was a
should be
brilliant
fine.
duelist, and he still
So
has it in him.
fine.
Even though this year he's been
Comp on
the
defense,
Cypher,
however,
the Viper, you know,
worries
playing
me.
those sentinel
Okay,
roles.
I reckon they
But
need
definitely swapping
they need
things
above
around.
8.
Yeah,
No
you're
doubt about it.
absolutely right. And for Carmine Core, I'm kind of hoping for a little bit of a sign of life here on Icebox. They've had a couple of rough results not too long ago, some very one-sided losses that could be pretty much at the forefront of their minds. But a game with no pressure.
I mean, they could have some
could be just what
fast. They could have some cool
something to get
strats.
back feeling themselves already. Trex be taking down Tomasi. So we have to wait and see if anyone can really dig in towards this post plant. Let's have a look here. AC somewhat comfortable. See how that Harbor looks. See how Tomasi looks on the Neon. A couple of different things to keep your eyes.
And they got
Safe from
Flash,
that
they
Jet, so
got
it's a lovely
Recon.
prospect, isn't it? The ISO didn't look so great with him,
Got
but
Wingman to
still,
defuse.
tap on the spike should draw the attention. It's Kicks to connect. And the response from Martin is fantastic. Looking to see more from him. One of those highlight players that dipped off a bit, but Kicks quick to work. And now 1v1. Time starting to tick here, halfway achieved. He's been drawn off it though. Another tap here. A shin shown, but it's Kicks to find it in time on the defuse.
Nicely done, bro.
Gathered by Vitality.
Very nicely handled.
Yeah,
10
but still,
HP.
it's a clutch. I mean, we see so many neons, right? But on Icebox, it's not something that we see. Definitely not here. But let's talk about the changes. Great work from Vitality, even though, right? But let's go bit by bit. We know that right now, Gecko is everywhere that you look at. It doesn't matter what map. But at the beginning of the year, when we think about kickoff, KC was the only team in EMEA that ran Gecko on maps like Icebox or Sunset. The only ones. Now think of, you know, if you think about those two maps right now, the innovation that they brought was definitely necessary, and it cuts them so much edge. Now today we say that the stakes are not that high, but hey, you still get to dodge Fnatic, you still, you know, get to choose your opponent, and more importantly for KC,
Dude,
I
I'm
think
telling you,
that
dodging
they need
Fnatic
the
right now is
confidence
giant.
boost after the stage.
No, I can't agree more with that sentiment.
I think both of these teams would lose to Fnatic. Vitality would have way more chance.
A little bit throughout the season. But on the other side, Vitality, a complete counter-narrative. These guys are going strength to strength, seeing the new coach coming in from Gorilla, seeing Safe kind of back on a roll like this. It's always a pleasure to watch. And already, it's going to be sent to find Shin. So
Fnatic back on form. They look really good last 3 weeks.
Keeping a decent grip around the site itself.
The money definitely is going to be coming, and Magnum with the flag might be able to do some damage.
Magnum might have some here.
When does he get it? But he's got to get there fast. Cassandra is clearing up. There he is, finally. Nice little bit of damage as well.
It's a little bit of damage, yeah.
Can they get any more out of this? Yeah, okay, 2 players
Enabled
going
that
down.
kill.
Sender and Trex.
Right, they there's
Vitality
one
make
gun
it
that they
through
lose from it.
mostly unscathed.
Yeah, and watch out, because Kix is already 1 orb away, well 0 orbs away, because he gets the defuse, and he already has that thrash to play.
This would hate the K-Cop comp. I mean, I hate the K-Cop comp.
It's
I actually hate their comp on Haven, Binds, and now Icebox.
First time on Gecko, because I think everybody on this team at some point has played Gecko, but not him.
Nearly
And this is a map
50%
that we
of
have
the
not
maps.
seen from them in a pretty long time, I would say. So I want to see what they have been cooking up. This was definitely...
At the very least, they managed
box for
to
them. This
get
is
Fish
definitely a
up, but
possibility
so
when
do
you face it up
Vitality,
against
so
Vitality.
battle of the Fish.
Proofs in the result, really, at this point, isn't it? And this is going to be a big challenge. Now, you're looking at the bonus, what we've got left here. Kick still has a Vandal to play with Trex, similar situation. Bulldog with run-up. And it's a quite simplistic approach from Carmine Core. Straight towards that A side. Already got, ooh, caught in no man's there. The Trex, not quite where he wanted to be, and already the ult to be invested.
The question now at the
Clears through
moment is,
sight.
like, does
Gonna bring
Kicks
that
use
back
this
around
ult? Because
for
he
a second
shouldn't
time of
really
asking.
be.
The plant should be able to be coming up next. Already
Probably be saving that for
taking
next
that
round.
space. They've got what they need here. Plant can come
Might
down
make
and
us
he
Fish ult.
to try and hinder it. Counter goes back through. Kicks trying to clear. Does get what he wants. It's time to go now. Already Safe trying to gap close. He's done
that's
so
a
well, but the
heavy tunnel
trades are
vision.
coming in. Still, Kicks and Runner still standing. Time yet starting to tick a little bit, but the last 3 players from Carmine Core need to keep this one looking a little bit clean. You want to keep 3 alive. You want to try and keep
Could be
those
doable.
numbers favorable.
Wingman send it in.
Wingman is
Double
here
duel.
for Kicks, so he's got that option if he wants it. Runner trying to push the back line a little. You can hear that clock starting to get faster and faster. Wingman now removed. Can they try and take any of these rifles away?
Surely you gotta protect the win condition into the round there.
And the follow-up for Shin.
I'm a wingman here as well, but that was absolutely savage.
Not bad at all.
Send him off to his death.
Not at all. And I think it relies a lot on the strengths of the composition. We're seeing a
it's a nice win, though. What is this
Crosshair?
crosshair?
Another thing that we do not see, but you have to play with the strengths of
Like
the
original
hardware, being able
CS:GO
to
crosshair.
use that wall to counter, and also, especially now in this meta where Viper is not as strong, and we see some changes being made to the map. When you think about the post plan and the utility,
yeah, I mean they got the
KC
fischl
have
out of
to
them.
play around it is a
Feeling
lot.
pretty good if you
Molly,
cake up after that.
From KO, also from Gecko. Narrate has the dog. Like, you have a lot of ways to find information and have so many good results with it. Plus, you have something that we do not usually see on Icebox, the stunts.
Oh, but Safe already going to claim one. It's Trex who's once again gone down, though. So do they pressure this issue? It looks like they want to. Dog's gone in. Safe has to respect it a little bit. Tomasi trying to gap close, but Kicks has his back. You're not going to get a fair fight on Safe like this. Running it, trying to fill that gap created, but Narrate's caught him. Plant's now in a 3v3 post plant. Still, Vitality of players on the side. Kicks just got taken down. You're looking at Sender to try and find him, but there's still so many on site itself.
Yeah, nice volley.
Try and maybe remove some of these dangerous angles. Great shot towards Shin. Safe
Wow,
down
man,
low, but
5
it doesn't
HP you
matter.
win that? 8 HP, sorry?
Narrate, though, the timing on this could be
It's a
everything.
very good reposition from him,
One of
but
the
he
players
might
that
have
everyone was
missed.
looking at. Gives it away a touch, but he's drawn their eyes. Trying to play to that clock, play to the tune that's ticking. He's found Safe, he's got the 1v1!
Played it
And Narrate
insanely
rolling it
well,
back.
and that's a big
To the
round. He
start
could
of
go
the
pick
year,
up
we
the op
became
if he
a bit
wants
of a
to.
superstar.
Either
Red
way,
Bull
force him
clutch
down
for
to an
him.
eco.
Keeping Carmine Court
Giant
even
1v2.
on the scoreboard.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that need adaptation on top. We see very fast executes, and you also need to think that another thing that is not in this composition, I cannot keep, looking at it, is that there is no Sentinel. You have to think about how you're going to be dealing with the space that you've given up, right? On a previous round, we saw Magnum walking around, just putting some pressure on the over Kitchen, but we expect to see this kind of executes, right? Get the spike down, and then we think about the rest. They should have a very, very explosive half.
I force him down to an eco. Maybe at one point we can start seeing Vitality be a little bit more aggro, right? The fact they got no Sentinel could definitely start pushing over towards B more like this once they start taking map control.
Just Sheriff's coming out.
And I think they only need like 4, so I think they can take a lot of risks on defense.
You've got Sender as well, only one away. So a little bit of danger. It is safe, so you've got to respect that, man. Always comes with an element of threat, but the site is taken. But look at this 3-man walk here, Bayer. They've got a fight on Shin, and he's got so much to handle. Ooh, good damage on Safe early on, but he's now going to be on red alert. He knows there's pressure here. Support in place. Narrate then swings back in.
Dude,
It's
Narrate looks
stunning
great
from
right
Narrate.
now. Yeah,
Clean
good
work
back-to-back
here.
rounds.
And all those threats starting to dissipate, starting to be handled. No problems in the end.
Yeah, a round that we already assumed it was going to go Casey's way, but they have very good awareness of that space that they're giving up, how they need to look back, how there needs to be a double layer of support with Narrate going in. Runner dying as well. 4K for Narrate.
The only good news there, Vitality is the guy that farmed them all was the person who already had ult. And bad news is everyone survives. So
maybe it's happening again. They made it to playoffs. I think that they have. I like that to see that they feel like I have something to prove.
Yeah, it's interesting to see how teams kind of...
Alyssa Fing, thank you so much. 17. You're not wrong, that is a long time. Thank you very much. Appreciate the tier 1. Thank you for being there.
A little bit here, checking in, maybe get themselves ready for this round.
I'm out early on.
It is an
and they could maybe
how
just...
players either thrive with pressure on them
I would just be reminding the team, like, I need 4 rounds. That is it. You got 2, you're doing good. You can push if you want.
Really enamored with what they were doing.
And keep doing the flank stuff.
Hang at the helm. There's so much that you like to see about it. Did well, went to Madrid, and
I haven't been over. I still think they could also hold over towards A. Like in theory, this comp should overwhelm you on A, but I don't know.
Okay, do
Didn't
they
look that
now
convincing
take
when they
pause
went A.
before playoffs, use that as the rebuild period, come back in stronger, or have they plateaued? Is this all we're going to see? There's so many question marks around this roster here.
And we also need to think about Vitality. We know
Valorant
that the
World
stakes
Cup,
for
I'm not
this
sure,
match
man. It'll
are
be
not as
stacked,
high
so
because both of the teams are
it'll be
already
really
qualified
stacked.
for playoffs. Yes, it matters
There's a
for
lot
the
of
season
good
and who you're going
countries.
to be facing off on the knockout rounds. And with Fnatic looking as good as they did yesterday, I think that still the
Probably
narrative
Turkey,
holds
to be
of
honest.
you want to be dodging Fnatic. So whomever wins gets to dodge it. But still, I want to think that this timeout means, actually, I want to take this very, very seriously because this is a very good practice of what do you do when, even though you have the preparation, even though you're comfortable in this composition, what are you going to do when the opponent surprises you?
Yeah, and that's a really good point here. Runner already going to find
Was that
quick
not
pick towards
mental?
Shin. That's him gone down. That could cause some issues.
I want to see that again.
Now.
Looked like an
Hard
insane
to then
shot.
try and filter through
Bappa,
towards
thank
sides
you
without
very
any
much
of
as
that
well.
utility
Thank you
set
so
it
much for the
into
9
motion.
months. Appreciate the
Runner.
prime.
Does he go for more? Oh, he does. The timing. Let's see if he gets it just right on Magnum as well.
Like the K-Corp are doing this though, they're ready to punish because Runner could definitely overstep here.
And you can see the Carmine Core waiting, pausing to see if anyone overextends.
And trying to act like they're taking over towards A to get this reaction out of them, but Magnum's just not ready.
Starts it, and now almost ends this round. 2 big picks, Magnum going down, and Shin. It's rotten from now on forward.
Oh my god. Guys want to do some damage in surround. There we go.
Almost had it too.
Raid boss is still here though.
Dominating that space in middle, making it look far too easy, Narrate. Okay, suddenly, yeah, all right, easy now. Easy now.
Looks so good though.
For the ultimate, he was like, either I get the kill or he kills me, I still get the ultimate. So it's a win-win scenario. They managed to close the round out. Very quick response from Vitality. And also, I believe this is one of the first times that Casey is checking on this mid side. Also surprised, you know, to see Runner making this pick. Maybe it was even a minimap moment from Magnum right there. Because you already have the 5v4, right? Why would you overextend? But you want to know what they're up to with all of this. And we head into a very, very important round. Full buys, almost 5 ultimates on the side of KC, 4 available for Vitality.
One away if they want to get the ult here as well.
That's what you're imagining at least. There's going to be a chance, it's now. So Seeker's going to go in first.
Seekers goes out. We
Goes
got
up, counter ult
Viper.
comes in.
I mean, look at this mayhem.
A little bit of safety. And it's going to be Tomasi to lean forward. Okay, finds the first on the site, but the trade's there for Runner. So it's not without
so
some
weird
sort
that
of
with this
danger
many
to this.
flashes, the actual A protocol is
the
just
lockdown.
him.
They get to go
Like
back
the A
in still
puffing,
with a
sorry,
couple
is
of
him
ults
just
here.
going left side on his own.
Runner
Normal
again, the
duel.
amount of space he's getting for them. Huge.
Here are some pieces of utility. Like I see this guy using the flash and I'm like, wait, what? On Icebox? You sure,
It's weird,
mate?
right? What year are we in?
Fish and
Going on
dog.
the
I mean,
fish.
that is disgusting
The whole
though.
zoo's coming
Yeah, I
out.
mean, that is
And
disgusting.
away we go, caught in the moment.
Trex has done
Sender's
really
gone
well
down,
to
as has
get
the
a trade
pit. They
here.
need to take towards the site. There is still Runner here who's been a nuisance, been a problem. Respects the util enough.
Every
heals
single
away.
ult pretty
Another
much
ult
apart from
on top.
Magnum.
They are putting everything into. I think we've had just about every. That was a double tag. That's huge.
Oh, and he's
Follow
just
up,
out of
no,
range
didn't
the
quite get what
whole
he wanted, but
time.
A little bit of chip done here.
Hey,
Safe
he did
starting
good
to get
damage.
closer. Oh, that's a shot for Safe. You know he lands those. And again,
No
tough
way
Vitality
they
just clearing
lose
out here.
this.
Magnum's gonna have
Every
to go
ult.
nuclear. He's got a fair fight on the first, but Runner is too clean with it today.
Ults.
Everyone's ult seemingly burnt in that round, it felt like.
And Vitality having
And
the
this is
upper
the
hand
big
here
round
and
that they're
decided
going to look
you know,
back at and be
to
like,
fight
damn,
fire
we
with
should
fire, you know,
have
to use
won
the
that. I mean,
lockdown
Vitality
early
did a
to
lot of
do not
ults
grant that
also, but
space after that utility is falling from the hands of KC. They know that the execute is going to be strong, so they need to cancel it as soon as they can fight this kind of angles. And they did it beautifully, also having Save waiting on this angle with the operator, noting that he's just brilliant with it.
So the ults that
him
remain
reaching
after
for the
all of
timeout
that
button?
was burned through is
Yes,
Kix
it
still
is.
has the fish ult. On the other side, Tomasi on Neon's got his, and it's actually a KC timeout now.
we get
so,
some damage recovery on that.
Since
Oh
the
my
last one.
yeah, this is
We thought that the stakes are not high, Lauren. Maybe they lied to us.
maybe.
Yeah, it's a pride thing.
But I don't know what to expect from this game. It's quite interesting to see the kind of back and forth. I feel like we are seeing a series from Runner, which is great to see. It's easy to kind of not overlook the rest of Vitality, but when you've got someone like Safe, who is such a headline player, some of them do start falling away a little bit. But Runner having such an impactful couple of rounds, brilliant. He's right back towards that kind of top end. But for Carmine Core, I mean, Narrate's been having a game. Absolutely, he's been firing on all cylinders. But now when you see everyone else kind of deal, you know, and catch up with it a little bit, it's been 2 back-to-back now for Vitality.
Yeah, this kind of
How
shows me
does
that they
Carmine
don't
Core
have a route. Oh wait,
Definitely, I think that conversations needs to be made about the space,
Oh,
how they're
wingman.
treating it, and how they react into things. Maybe Russian.
wait, what is going on? Okay, that's much better. Dude, you can literally see as he's explaining it, them just adjusting everything. Use ult into this, buy him a gun so he can have full util. Because originally this guy had a gun, he wasn't going to use his ult. So we actually now have a plan based around the ult. And I'm telling you, this round is all Eng just cooking on something because you could see it from their buy as he was micromanaging each one of them, telling what they wanted to be doing into the round.
Yo, playing
changing
Sentinel
up
is
their
so
buy.
easy after playing Duelist.
Okay. This is a massive challenge. Safe has to be so careful. Yeah, he can't deal with it. Tomasi!
I mean, and that is
entry
lovely.
Work. Sight is theirs. Oh, he almost was on for the
Yeah,
block.
shout out to Eng on this one.
And melts them down. Tomasi running through the site. Maybe going a little far there, but still.
That was
he's
really
given
cool.
them a 2v4.
All the
He's
way
done
down,
everything he could.
flash
The
over
spike's
the
been
top. I mean, the
planted.
overwhelm in
It's
this comp
all
is
looking
legit.
rosy. Now, Kix and Runner. Runner's been on a tear. Kix has the ult.
Was that overheat? I mean, he's won the rounds. Doesn't matter.
As well. Sending Mosh out towards the back of yellow, forcing
the others would have to do really mad stuff to lose this one.
Wingman, he's going to do his job here. The flashes are never ending, it feels like. There's so many targets, but Runner's found another. That Shin gone down. Oh my god, Runner! Monstrous!
Surely not.
That's Magnum now in the 1v2. You know he is stressing, he's panicking, and he's got to try and keep his cool, and he can't! Kicks! Has got the defuse!
They lost
Vitality,
it. You have double KO
outrageous
flash still. You have knife. Could they not have timed the
2v4.
swings better?
You can't say.
Well, I guess Eng didn't tell him what to do in the afterplant, so that's on him.
He pulled down the moat, he did it all.
Bro, imagine calling this 5v2.
It's such a beautiful play. We see the flash come out, him creating his pathway also with
Why is this guy out in the open?
Shin, everything.
Late KO
Thank you
flash.
very much for this replay because that was beautiful, Andy. But the fact that they can pull out a 2v4 with the utility coming in for kicks, the picks that Runner was having, also right after a timeout, this round was a
Pretty
setup.
valid,
This was
man.
Okay, guys, we're gonna do this
That's a
one.
pretty valid
This is the
reaction.
kind of thing that Casey did so well at the beginning of the year.
Holy.
And they were a surprise. And Vitality now,
Now they do the same thing, just without the...
And for Carmichael, that is one that haunts you.
I mean,
That's
it's
a
still
killer
nice.
of
This take is
momentum,
still
everything.
nice.
You
But
should
bro,
not
I
be
feel like they've
losing
gotten
4v
lost too many rounds.
You know, you've got 4 players alive. It's just not meant to be happening. Make up for it now. You saw the coaches, you saw the reaction, and Kicks does not care. Breaks down
This right here is the perfect example of what worries me about like the Harbor stuff.
We'll be back there in a second.
Because Harbor,
disrespecting
disrespecting the wall, the slow doesn't give you too much.
Because they wouldn't, right? Well,
They're gonna win a
answer
2v5 back.
Another 2v, well, it was pretty much 2v5 at this point, but Runner,
still good.
dives in.
He wants his ult. Give Runner his ult.
Please. Shin has to be the hero of the hour.
There he goes.
And he can't do it.
This was like a good summary of why I don't really like a lot of the stuff that K-Corp's been doing at the moment. They've been heavy leaning into like double controller and a double initiator meta, and they're heavy leaning onto Harbor. They play Harbor on Bind, Haven, Icebox, and you kind of sometimes just want the wall to be here anyway. Like, 'cause the wall gives you no protection. You can just get flashed recon through it. If anything, the Gecko loves seeing that kind of stuff.
There's so many things going on your face.
Yes.
The Sky, the Gecko, the KO. There's so many things.
Yeah, so
and
many
look at how
flashes, so much.
Kicks
I think it's a
that.
bad
He was
read
like,
at the
oh, it's
meta
just a hard
right
one.
now.
Just
I really
dizzy
do.
over
I
this.
strongly believe that.
Oh man.
But I mean, their
I've been
read in
worried with Casey. These last
the
couple of
beginning of the
rounds.
year was perfect.
They
But
can break you.
sometimes
but Tomasi,
it can happen.
can't forget what he did. He was the one who gave them all of that chance here. Sight is theirs once again. Vitality. Well, there's a lockdown. Don't know if we can get a shot towards it. No, it doesn't look like it. So they're going to have to respect that and fall away. It's quite a deep lockdown, so they don't
But it
go too
surprises
far.
me
They
to
can
know
still
that
sit
in the
towards
last
back
90
yellow.
days,
Still
Harbor has
keep
the
at least
lowest
a
win rate out of
blast
any
foresight, but it's
agent in
post
pro
plant.
play.
There's no lurk
Wait,
to
is
it,
that
there's
pro
no
play?
layers to it. It is
Dang,
what
it
we're
has to be,
seeing
right?
here.
That does not surprise me.
Look at the Mosh. Yeah, and look at this. Look at the util pour on here. Shin's been able to actually navigate away from it. That's pretty nice, but it's already sent to find Shin. He's been taken out. Starting to clear back towards the site here. Knife goes in. You're seeing Tomasi now pressured next. Trex to find a rate. This is all going their way. Carmichael down to a 3v2.
Wow,
Trex
Martin's
still
done
standing,
pretty
time
well
still
to make
ticking,
that one
it doesn't
doable.
matter.
Dude, they're gonna have to time out again.
Another retake in the books for Vitality. Another post plant falling to pieces for KC.
Harbor is hard to play. Yeah, it's hard to play. It just doesn't. In this meta right now, I think it's worse than playing a chamber.
We see him on the camera. He's,
Okay,
you know,
a
sometimes
chamber's
we
pretty
say,
wrecked
safe
because
is
you
the
get
kind of
overwhelmed all
player
the
that
time.
will
There's
give
only
you
like a
rounds.
certain amount of TPs that you
Sometimes
can
it will
do.
not make sense. He
So
will
there's
get
like
4
most
kills,
tons of
the
people
round
using
will be
Neo.
Vitality's, and we send it to another day.
But I'm telling you,
It
this
is
wall
not
just
the case.
doesn't
Vitality are playing like a team. We were
give
seeing
you
those-
enough
the
on your
utility
team.
falling on yellow.
Weren't it?
And it's very difficult for KC to adapt because in each round they're having a different approach. Sometimes they fight the plan, sometimes they give them the space and play with the ultimates that they have. And they're just doing it beautifully. So of course, another change of plan for KC as the score is...
What about a Harbor on Abyss? I think Harbor's awful on Abyss. I know that everyone's saying it's must pick.
Right.
I think
Scary factor
awful.
is that Safe hasn't
You
had
see
to
this as well,
too
chat.
much here.
What just
He's-
happened
but he
here
can still do it.
is because the
Exactly. I mean,
top of
he's
this.
still
This
safe,
is
he's
why
doing
it's so
fine, he's
busted right
getting his
now as
kills
well.
when he
And
needs to,
someone
but
clip
everyone
that
else who's
because the
able
top of
to
the
elevate
wall
alongside.
it's the same as the
You're starting to
Viper
see the
wall,
full
right?
strength of
So
this
this is
Vitality squad
server
here.
and this is client, and it goes up and down, and it means that this doesn't exist. And so the Dizzy, once it throws up here, it actually stuns you at this level, so it sees you really early on. So you have less chance of shooting it. And that was like the best example ever. So when you're playing a Harbor against a Dizzy, against a Gecko, what happens is the flash is more likely to hit because your vision is blocked, but the Dizzy can see you in this area, and it just stuns you early. It doesn't make sense using a Harbor against Gecko. And that right there, that clip, the perfect example.
Somebody wants to catch it, but no movement and no showing from any of the teams.
Finally, he's fallen off here. Here comes the hit. Knife dealt with, Dizzy goes up. Kicks before it even hits, gonna find Tomasi. So the front line not finding success and trips things forward. What? No one's looking! And that's what you get for not checking. That is your downfall, Vitality. Absolutely in form here, Bea.
Trying to go a little bit more dry on this round, using a little bit of utility also on B, maybe thinking.
Can't go in dry, Bea.
As if you would know.
Dude, this cackle, man.
I'll fit into this fence. Anyway.
But the production said we could have fun today. It's Alberto's fault. Alberto said, have fun.
We are having fun. You know who else is having fun? Kicks. He's having his day. Him and his boy Trex.
True. Yeah, Kicks, Trex, Runner.
I saw an Odin.
Everyone.
Sender.
Oh. No, thank you. Thank you, Sender. He's found his senses. He's not doing it. KC. Trying once again. I mean, the retakes have been just gorgeous from Vitality, but you've still got safe here on the site.
And Shin with his ultimate has to be super important for this round.
And the spam. It's already found Tomasi, who's been one of the bigger factors of maybe changes in the outcomes, but they're ready for the aggression. They're ready to catch Nori. They're trying to
my God, this guy's in the open, dude.
Come on, yes, okay, Casey
He got a tag before he went down.
Finally getting what they wanted. But there's still Runner. They're still safe. The ults are here, and look at these positions.
No, HB's have been called.
He can just get out.
What a weird round.
Can just get out. Oh my God. Oh my God. And now Runner in a 1v2. Spike's not down. They're trying to make a move for it. They're trying to run away, but it's Runner on the other side.
Oh, no.
He's got one. You can't run from this man. You cannot hide from Runner. 9-3
Okay, well,
scoreline.
I think they needed
Vitality
9 on the attack. They got 3.
Closing this half out with the Red Bull clutch. It's just been
It might be a little bit done here.
good.
For the love of God, if I see Runner
Shout out
back
to
on the
Sender for getting the Odin out here. It's the first time I've seen the Odin out of all of the regions in Split 2 over towards Snowman. It's very strong against a lot of the comps people use.
From Vitality, we thought that this was going to be a lot of push and pull, but so far Vitality have been given a
Damn, dude, they put that in the replay. Oh yeah, I don't know about that one. That's too much, man. That's too much. I'm not coming back to coaching. I say that stuff all the time. It's not a chance. That's crazy. You're not safe anymore.
And there is a lot of initiators, 3 to be exact. We expect them to be
Nobody's
aggressive,
safe.
Especially on mid. How are you going to keep an eye on that constantly? Without someone to cover for it, for kitchen. Like, there's so many holes that could be covered.
Shut up, Bea. Shut up. I'm going to lose my job. Safe is in for a fight here. Vitality, I mean, come on. It's just a brawl. They've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. So a 1v2. And do remember what Gorilla did say.
Are they going to listen to the coach?
It's just Magnum. Swing him. Prove him wrong, Magnum. Show him what you can do.
You tell him, Magnum. So has the fragment.
Oh, he's here early. Oh, I thought he was going to send it.
Get rid of him with those back lines, though. What are you meant to do? You know, it's
pray that Runner doesn't see you.
Yeah, pretty much. And Magnum's trying to, you know, dig
and
him out.
Look at how well Vitality are playing it.
He's going to start thinking they're in CT.
Yeah, he's going to be like, wait, what? Well, knife's good though.
I get both. But what does it matter? How are you meant to deal with it? Oh. Fragment's not done what he wanted, but that shot has. Come on, Magnum, give us something. Oh, and they're just toying with him. Trex only has to play the timing.
Yeah,
He's still
he
got
had
the
a
dart
chance,
if he wants
man.
it.
He had a
Swings
chance.
it, does him in. Double digits straight away here. And I mean, Vitality just look like a new lease of life to them. They look like they're having fun, just running. Well, maybe not having too much fun, but 10-3.
8 rounds in a row. God. After that beginning that we had, this pistol, as you said, it was a brawl, but you're also dealing with the momentum that Vitality have so far. On the defense, yes, we know that this is Vitality's map play, but on the defense, they did everything that they wanted to do. They responded so well. Look at the hug. Yeah. You should be very proud, both of you.
I mean,
2-0 for pistols. We'll keep
there
an
were
eye on it.
question marks around this Vitality roster. When you looked at all the kind of individual pieces, we're rolling minds back to, you know, when we're harping on about KC being at their high points, Vitality, there were question marks going, okay, well, you've got all these great players, you know, Trex coming in, all of this. never quite saw the results. And then Gorilla came in. We saw the changeover of Safe coming back on the Duelist, and they look like they're starting to really hit their stride.
I think that they're doing a brilliant job. At some point in every roster, Safe decides to go Duelist, and I'm living for it.
I mean, he's one of the best there is.
Yes.
And again, when you look bigger picture, obviously, some other names normally take that kind of role because, you know, maybe they have more international wins or, you know, but watching him here in EMEA, and hopefully when we get to see him now go international at some point, he's one of the best there is, truly. A mechanical monster when it comes to it, but for now, this should be a comfy round. They only have classics on the other side. So plants in, everything's looking good. You don't want to see rifles drop. They can afford a loss on Trex with the Ghost.
I mean, you don't want to give the Gecko any orbs, so.
I was thinking, are they going to go for some kind of engagement? Do they just want to die to the spike and to clear the closest corners at least? Maybe with a right click, getting something, but Vitality's not giving anything away.
Down for giving
so deep to try and even get contact
the
on the player.
pistol.
They're not even letting people get an early fight. It's
you have initiators? Use them.
Yeah.
You want to go find?
Oh, he dropped the gun. Okay, that's I mean that's one way of doing it. He dropped the gun so Trex can pick it up.
I don't want to say a problem. It's not really a problem. Maybe they lose one rifle or, you know, one gun. I mean, the scoreline, they've already filtered it through. It's not going to be, yeah, they've already got everything they need. The problem is, even though, yes, you know, give it up to the spike, they're trying to play the economy game and play smart about it, it's 11-3. There's only so many ways you can say it.
Yeah, and this round is everything. If they want to go back onto the board, we know some maps are very one-sided for some of the teams, and maybe the preparation is on the other side. Now, they need to really start thinking how they can turn this around. Because even if this game, like, even if there's not that much on the line, I think that there are some improvement points. Like, there's a difference between
start
losing
leaning on the
because you're
fact that they can
having
just
fun or losing because the other
anywhere
team is
they want
besting
to.
you.
Yeah. Okay, Tomasi. Aggression. Oh. Yeah, go fight Safe. That's your win, Cobb.
At least he's not an ISO.
I mean, what an absolute beast. I guarantee these shots were nuts, man. Look at him go. Go on. Go on. Let's see it. Add another one to the tally.
I was hyping him up last round.
Dude, I think he has, like, he's definitely the ace leader in EMEA. No doubt about it. I don't know how many, like 4 or 5.
And the problem is, my worries start when I look at the results.
He hit 3, lost best of those 3.
Recently for KC, when it comes to Icebox,
13-3
lost to Foot, 13-2 against Liquid, 13-3 for Fnatic. This is just another blow to the
He's
problems
leading in
for
the world.
Carmichael.
He has 5 aces.
Yeah, this game may not have the highest stakes, but it does have stakes. And when
Maybe
you're
another
losing
one.
like this,
Dude, imagine he
again,
spams the right
it's
here.
gotta just be horrific to try and face. And now, give the man the ace. Oh my god. Oh my god! What?
You're safe.
Respect.
Safe.
Respect. My guy. What a sick round, dude.
Referee, look at him. Check him,
Sick
Pissy.
round.
Check him, Pissy.
Is this?
I know you can hear me.
He's incredible.
I heard that he has it in his contract that every match he needs it to ace once.
Just once?
Just at least once.
Okay.
That's like his minimum, being like, yo guys, yo, kicks, runner, track, you were doing amazing on the defense. Now I'm the jet, okay? I need my clip. I need to, for people to keep thinking that I'm important, that I'm good, you know?
9 chances, well, it could be a fast one.
Gets to map 2 already.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know if it's even better. I mean,
At
Lotus...
least, but they play a normal comp there, right? So they have a chance.
I mean, I'm very excited to see if there's any changes. Yeah, Vitality have been swapping things a lot. I think that for KC, especially during this stage, well, KC is always changing things, right? Yeah. But I'm expecting to see some funkiness, especially after the roles that we see in here on Icebox.
Okay. Safe, you're going to do it again. Perhaps another one for us here.
Waiting patiently. Knowing that the pressure's not on them. They can wait. Honestly, they can do it next round.
I mean, the thing is, though, like, when you're feeling this, like, I hate the phrase, like, oh, he's just in the zone. Like, you know, he's in that flow state. But he's just had, like, 2 rounds back-to-back where he's just, like, walked over KC.
Yeah, I was going to say, kind of is in the flow state, though.
Oh, Shin's got sender.
Kind of
Okay.
is feeling it.
The Viper War is not going to be available.
Yeah, here we go. Maybe 4 rounds, perhaps.
He also has his ultimate. And they just walk around.
Let's go the other way.
Why? Why would we go to the one smoker? Let's just go to the other side. Again, they have to be looking for these duels.
And why do I feel like Safes are always going to win these fights? Oh, Tomasi, that's a shot on kicks. Okay. Runner's gone right up middle, though.
Wait, not like this, man.
Oh, God. It's just horrendous at times when you're watching it. Just so hard to handle. Okay, KC, make it up
count
to
it
4.
down. 8 chances. Great. 9 chances to 8 chances.
It's a long way.
That's a real long way.
8 rounds in a row.
Dude,
Hey,
8 rounds in a
Vitality
row
did
and
it
you
to
got
them
no
just now.
Sentinel to
Just,
hold any of your middle.
Do the same back.
Score. Yeah.
Yeah, just win 8
And you got a harbor wall that helps out the enemies. Gecko. Not gonna be great.
I was hoping when you said Safe always wins these duels, I was hoping that the one that went down was him, because it would have been poetic, you know?
Oh,
There's not that many times that you're wrong. I would say like maybe you've been wrong once.
I mean...
And I can't remember it.
There's been a few.
Doesn't matter. Can't remember, so it doesn't
Monye,
exist.
I mean, come on, that was a pretty rough one. Not bad as Sachi, but, you know, just throwing baby under the bus randomly.
Sachi, dude.
Love the guy. Play him.
Damn, she got him.
But Safe, knives are out, and away we go. Oh, bonked his head. But away we go, clearing sight.
And
Having a
coming
look
back.
through. Anyone fancy a fight on this?
Safe is ready.
Harbor,
Yeah, no, Safe-
harbor retake.
Safe
It's so easy
Kill it.
to go in when there's no vacuum.
Okay. Ult from Shin. Safe, once again, not really seeming to care too much. Does eventually land back down, but look who's
And
creeping
you guys
in the
got to be
background.
careful in middle because you got
Sender's
no
on the
info
way.
Sentinel.
Shin's considering it. That's a nice little idea, but the problem is now you've got Util in hand. Ain't going to stop much here. Half achieved on the diffuser. Maybe they get a little bit of chaos, a little bit of punch to this, but Safe has just walked back into the site. He can't land the follow-up knife, though. And now Martin.
Oh, bit of a shocker on the side of K-Corp. Shout out to Vitality. Played it very well.
Yeah, I feel like I turned up to work, and
A couple of Icebox that we've had this week,
yeah.
no sense.